Yo, what's good, what's good? Yo, this your boy Solo, man. This is a What's a 9 to 5 podcast where I got dope people talking about what they do. I got another dope person in here with me, man. And by now, y'all know I don't like introducing him. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, and this is the part where, he introduced himself.
Alright, man, it's your boy Big Free. We're here in 567 Free You flagship store. I'm here kicking it on the What's a 9 to 5.
Word,
I'm ready to get to it, man.
Word, respect. The first thing that I ask people on here is, what does a 9 to 5 mean to you?
A 9 to 5 to me, I would say is something you use to help achieve your goals. So for me, that's what I would say a 9 to 5 is. In my journey, I used the 9 to 5 to help support everything I was trying to do. When I was starting a business, I realized that I had to get money from somewhere.
Yeah.
So ultimately, I didn't like the feeling of working for people, but you have to make them sacrifices to work and earn that money and get this money to help support your dreams and your goals. And the business I was trying to create when I first started a printing business, I needed money from somewhere, so I had to go out and get 9 to 5. So, and then you put that extra work in when you get off your 9 to 5 to build that brand and build that business. But so a 9 to 5 to me is just something there to help push everything else you're trying to do. I use it as a tool for us. So 9 to 5 to me would be a tool.
It'd be a tool. I agree with that. I still, like I always say, if it start to feel like a mentality at a point though, and I always want people to break out of that. So, what was your last 9 to 5 or your last 9 to 5?
My last 9 to 5, it was a warehouse job. It was actually pretty fun though. I think it was the best 9 to 5 I actually ever had. And I was kind of blessed to be put in that situation with a small crew, and actually made it fun, because for me in my mindset, I didn't want to be working a 9 to 5.
But you was in a warehouse. Like, what was you doing though? Like,
we was picking orders. So I worked in the HVAC, and they used to install heating and cooling systems in brand new built houses. So we would literally pick orders. So we would pick the orders. I learned a lot actually in that job. I learned all the pieces and tools. So I go to Home Depot now. I see all this PVC piping and all that stuff, and I actually know what it's used for. So I actually learned something in that job. But that was that job. We would pick orders. We would unload the trucks. I learned how to drive a forklift for my first time in my life. So it was a different couple tools and things I learned, I took away from it, but it ultimately helped me support what I had going on.
So what was your actual position? Like, what was the title?
I guess it was just floor, like what you call floor workers. I worked in a warehouse, I did everything. So I learned how to do everything so they could rely on me to do anything, whether it was unloading the truck, picking any order, checking the stuff that came off the truck. I learned how to do all that. Some paperwork, some driving the forklift, whatever they needed from me, man. I just like to adapt and be able to help in any way I can in anything I do. So I was literally just learned how to do it all from the person that was leading me, and I learned under, and I just any way I could help. It's like, just teach me how to do it, and I'll learn to do that shit.
Word. You better than me, because I was working at a warehouse. One of the big warehouse companies, like taking the boxes off the truck. I did that for a week and I was out that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that it was over, but
I had my fair share of
you know what I'm saying? So but what was the vibe like?
Yo,
like you said, it was cool. So
that's what made it easy to work there. It was probably the longest job I ever had. You used to be out a week. I worked there for about a year. So it was just a vibe. I mean, it was a small crew. We had about 5-6 people on the crew, and then all the owner, our manager. It was just all cool. You know what I mean? We all just got along together. They talked to you respectfully. Work things out. It was just a cool vibe. I mean, I'll tell you, my first day, the manager, it was his birthday, man. They walked out there with shots. Like, yo, it's my birthday. Let's take shots. So I'm like, I knew there from the rip. I was good. I'm like, I was good. I was like, I can do this.
So why did you leave?
Man, to support my dreams, man, I came to a point where it was just like, yo, I got to fully invest myself in what I'm doing, So I sat aside a time where I was raising money, I was saving, and then it came that time where it's like, you got to take that leap, and just believe in it fully and just go for it. So that was, for me, that's what it was.
Okay, so we can run into it then. So what do you do now?
So I started a brand called Free University. And it's more than a brand. I would say it's a community. We're trying to create productive services, products, and positive clothing lines and brands like that. We're just pushing messages and initiatives. So I started it with Enrolling You.
So in your brand, I see you use the word freedom a lot. What does that mean? Like, what's the meaning
Well,
behind it?
freedom to me is just having the ability to create freely. So that's what it means to me. You have the ability to create freely, be yourself, and not care what others think, and like how people look at you. So to me, that's what freedom means. And I think freedom can mean anything to anybody, and I feel it's a very powerful word. So I like to see what freedom means to other people, but I think it's something you can wear across your chest proudly, because what freedom means to me might mean something totally different to you. You know what I mean? So I just like to have that out there, and I feel like it's something real powerful to wear and to push as a message. Like right now, you know, and everything, everybody's fighting for their freedom. They want freedom to create. They want freedom to do whatever they want, and ultimately, that's another mindset to be free.
So what made you know that you wanted to do this? You know what I'm saying? Like what sparked you? You know what I'm saying? But I want to have a clothing.
So I started a printing business.
Printing business, sorry.
Yeah,
printing.
That's where I started. I started a printing business. I learned how to start that business off watching YouTube for 2 weeks. Once I started that process,
I gotta show respect to everybody that learned their craft off of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Much respect everybody who do that. They don't get their flowers. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the schooling behind it. So like I just like to show love or point that out to everybody who do that.
Yo, YouTube is everything.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
If you're ready to sit down and learn, if you really want to do it, man, you type whatever you want to learn on YouTube. You get to.
Yeah, I want to check for that too.
But definitely, that's how I learned how to start a printing business. So when I went from there, I just realized that anybody and everybody can do what I did. So I wanted to start to push a message and help people understand that, like, if it's something you want to do, you can go out there and do it. And that's where I started the brand Free University. And it all stemmed from the message Enroll in You, which is invest in yourself. That's where everything started to build. And now we get to this point now where we go beyond that. Now we're creating different products, different services, more brands with more initiatives and like messages to just positivity, man. That's what I love. It's all about positivity, man. Smiling, being happy, laughing, you know.
Love is love. Yeah. But what separates your brand from a lot of brands? Because there's a lot of brands, you know what I mean, doing similar stuff.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So what like separates you from, well, what do you think separates you from other brands?
Like I said, it's all about the message for us. It's not about the clothing. It's not about what you can wear. It's a message. You know what I mean? So if I can get you to understand the message, just like our one we have now, the initiative called More, which we're pushing black-owned business. We started a pledge where we're getting people to pledge to spend at least $1,000 on black-owned business. So now we're helping people support each other and help grow these black-owned businesses. Right there, that's just all about the message. It's not about.
And that's on the shirt. I see the shirt, right?
So right on the shirt, man. And that's what everything. Like Enroll in You, invest in yourself. So yeah, we got the clothes. Yeah, we added drip to everything. You know what I mean? Because everybody want to rock something, of course. But it's about the message for us. So that's what I think separates us, and we care about people. So when we provide these messages and we say we care about people, it's less about what we're actually selling. It's more about what we're telling you, what we're trying to get you to understand, how we're trying to get you to live. You know, it's about a lifestyle. So I think that's what definitely separates.
So when you got started, you know what I'm saying, you and your mates, how do you know, like I said, just you? Is that you and a team?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, in the beginning, I just started on my own. And then, you know, you gotta learn how to build a team, but you always want to build a team genuinely. You want to get people that's actually down to work, that bring ideas to the table, people that are actually smarter than you, realistically smarter than you, could bring more to the table than you, and you got to learn how to separate that and take a step back and be like, hey, listen, shit, you bringing a lot to the table, you know, let's do this shit together. Like, you know, I didn't create this for me. It's bigger than me. But I had to get to that point where it's bigger than me, and then you got to understand that it's bigger than you. So if anybody can come help, what can you bring to the table? Let's do this. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about.
I respect that too. Also, like I seen, how long you been doing it?
Since 2016.
16?
So 4, almost 5 years now.
Cause I seen on the website, I seen the pop-ups.
Oh yeah.
So I think, I don't know, I know it definitely was a season one. Was it season one of not Freedom? The season one something.
Yeah. So we did the just recently in October we did the Freedom season 2 pop-up shop. That was our 3rd pop-up shop ever. We did 2 more prior to that. We did one when we first launched the brand.
And then were the pop-up shops in New Jersey?
Yeah, they're all in New Jersey. Born and raised here, man. I gotta, you know.
So when's the 3rd one? I mean the 4th one.
The 4th one, we're actually working to bring that to life probably
around
February. That's
Around
what
February?
that's what we're looking for. We won't
Mhm.
put nothing specific out there because we just
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
work
so
things
like-
out. But
mhm.
yeah, that's what we're trying to do for February. We're in the works of doing a lot of dope things and trying to get together.
So because of the pandemic, how did that affect? You know what I'm saying? You working? Did it? You know what I'm saying, did it boost? You know what I'm saying? Some people got a boost. You know what I'm saying? Some people got. You know what I'm saying?
I would say it was another push for me, but like I always tell people, man, this was my mindset from the beginning.
Mhm.
Rolling in myself, investing in myself. Nothing stopped me. It's just another push to keep going to push this to other people now, because it's like, yo, this is what life has turned into for real. You know, people are starting to realize that, but for me, it was just another push, man. Just double down on everything you're doing now. It's really doubling down, and if you didn't take it serious before, there's no reason not to take it serious now.
Yeah,
for me, I always took it serious, but just give you that next level focus. Is like, man, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going for real.
Because a lot of businesses they got cleaned up during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely,
It's
man.
over. Like really for small businesses too. It's done. You know what I'm saying?
We got the stat with the MORE initiative that we show a lot is the 45% of black-owned businesses failed in 2020.
45%.
45%.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's why we started that, because we want to help push and grow.
Yeah, that's smart.
We want to lower that number.
That's
We wanna
good.
lower that
You know what
number,
I'm saying?
especially going into 2021.
Mhm.
That's our goal, man. Lower that number.
Yeah.
And that's all through supporting each other.
Cause I was talking to another well, he got a clothing. He had a store. And they wasn't getting no customers, bro. So like they had to shut down. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Like unfortunately for him, you know what I'm saying, best of luck, but it's not looking too good. You know what I'm
man,
saying?
you gotta learn to adapt to your times, and that's why like with this space here, where people you actually asked me about the next pop-up. Next pop-up is probably like February, but we got the grand opening of the store here, January 16th. And this new space is, we say COVID design because it's max 10 people. We do it in shopping sessions. We'll have a private shopping session, we have a vibe session, and we'll have an event session. So private shopping will be 1 or 2, a vibe be like 1 or 2 people.
What's the vibes session?
A vibe session, you come in and vibe with us, man. We like what we do here is create all day. Every day. This is what we do. And like we wake up and we create. We think of ideas, we push it together. Sometimes things don't work, sometimes things work. So a vibe session would be you coming in here and just literally vibing out and creating with us. You might leave here with an idea that you want to do. And it's just for us, it's just free gems. You come in here and kick it with us. You might want to buy something, you might want to kick it, you might want to have a drink. Like, you know, that's just really what it is. It's titled a vibe. You come in here to catch a vibe.
That's dope. That's dope. I do respect, like, where we at his spot too. Salute again to him. You know what I'm saying? He going hard. But like I said, I definitely think everything that, you know what I'm saying, you're doing is dope. But like the type of clothing that you have, like, is it just a variety of just everything?
No, it's a variety of things. So with all our brands, the positive brands we're pushing, it's more merch. And then we have our freedom where it's going into luxury, it's going into different style of clothing, but everything else is more of merch. We got hoodies, t-shirts, sweats, and then with the freedom, we got a whole bunch of things coming, like different kind of style, pants, jeans, maybe flannels, maybe, you know, just a whole bunch of different things. So our freedom line will be that.
I got a question. Do you guys deliver?
Do we deliver?
Yeah, deliver.
As
like,
in,
let's say if I place an order in, whatever. Let's say like a t-shirt. Let's say it was an order for like 10. Let's say 10 t-shirts.
right?
Like, you guys deliver that or no? No delivery?
Do we deliver? I mean, we can ship for sure. We can do ship.
Like, I'm saying, like, if I lived in
like personal
yeah, cause I know, yeah.
Well, I mean, we like to use the shipping, man. If we can ship, and now with the store opening up, we'll be able to have in-store pickups and stuff like that. So I mean, those are the two forms. I mean, sometimes transportation and everything getting to you, it's easier to just throw that thing right in the mail. You get your tracking number, that's easy for you to update. You know what I mean? You'll get it if you not have to set up times, and you know. So it's just being efficient for real. So
are you from Newark?
I'm not from Newark. I'm from South River, New Jersey, originally. But I lived in Newark now I went to Rutgers, Newark. So I lived since 2013. I've pretty much been in Newark, and then I moved to Charlotte, but then I came right back, and I'm right back in Newark now.
Nah, I only asked that because I'm like, why did you choose Newark to, you know what I'm saying, set up shop?
Oh, well, I mean, I love the vibe here, honestly. And then I went to school there, and then we have found a nice solid space to do what we wanted to do. It's just, everything just fit in.
Yeah, because this spot is close to Barton Market. It's in the heart of Newark. So I'm saying, like, this spot is, you know what I'm saying, the location is like It's perfect. It's in the middle. The train right there, like so nobody can be like, I can't read nine. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Penn Station right there. If y'all want to get the drip, you know what I'm saying?
Half Penn
Yeah,
Station,
so you can't even be like,
there.
yeah, so
the bus stop right in front. Whatever you really need
so it's like
to get here is right here.
Word, like I said, like it's a perfect location though. So like I said, when I was just looking it up, I'm like, yo, this is like dope. Like the vision is dope. Everything is like really dope about it. And I'm like, actually crazy. Like even the vibe session though. Like now, like the vibe session. What about what are the other ones though?
So
the vibe session.
We got just the regular shopping. We got the vibe session, and then we got events. So events would be like up to 10 people, 5 to 10 people, and that's where you come bring your crew, come vibe out. You get food, drinks, whatever you want to do, and just come create a vibe for 3 hours.
That's fire.
You know what
so
I mean?
how much would a vibe session cost? Or that's just
567. 567.
Okay.
567s. Everything goes along, and it come with drinks, food. Our photographer, my man Saint, he be getting crazy with the visuals, so you can get visuals out of
shout out to Saint, man. Shout out to Saint.
Definitely shout out to Saint. You get dope visuals to go along with it. We'll be posting all of this soon too. We're just getting everything together, and we're gonna drop it coming up soon. But it's definitely gonna be dope.
Alright, so like, what is your goal for this?
For this is the
like a long term goal. Like, where do you see it going? Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's say like, I ain't gonna go too final like 10 years. Like maybe like a good stride where things would change. Like let's say 2 years. 2 years. 2
to 3 years, man. I already said it on our pilot podcast. I gotta check that out too. 2 to 3 years, they ask the same question. $1 billion company. I ain't gonna set my goals lower than that.
Word, not lower?
We ain't gonna set it lower.
Word, facts.
$1 billion company. 2 to 3 years, pushing positive brands.
Alright, so if there was somebody that was, let's say younger and wanted to have like a printing business, and he wanted to do something similar, but he didn't have that push, what would you tell him?
To believe in yourself. To when you say invest in yourself, is really believing in yourself and learning patience and learning how to make sacrifices. Like if you really want something, there's some things you're gonna have to give up to get to where you want to be. Man, it's not easy to learn, it's not easy to do, but if you really want something that bad, it's also something I would say I'm still learning too, to make those sacrifices, to do things differently sometimes, to like miss out on something here just because I have to get this done. So right there I would say is believing in yourself, making sacrifices for sure, and just going after it, man. Just get after it.
Word, man. So where can they reach you at?
Say that again?
Like where can they reach you at? Like, Instagram.
Instagram, university.free. We'll have our website up there too, where you could probably send us messages and comments and stuff if you want to connect with us through our email as well. It's freeuniversity16@gmail.com. Our info at freeuniversity.us.
Word, yeah. I'm gonna put that jump.
We'll put it on there. We'll put it on there. But you can pretty much if you go to the Instagram or you go to the website, it's all right there. You can reach us on our Instagram or our website, really.
Word, man. Like I said, man, I appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, go get the drip, man. Vibe session, all that. Drop off, like I said, is in the heart of the North. Train station right there. So, you know what I'm saying? Come support. Definitely, even with the black-owned business initiative that he have, come support that, man. Like I said, definitely appreciate you.
Man, I definitely appreciate you, man. You gotta let them know you copped the shirt, man.
Oh, yeah, we did cop a shirt. And then my cousin, too, man. Shout out to Isaiah. He came through. We came through. We had to pull up on Lombardi. We had to pull up on Lombardi.
That was dope. That's what I loved about it when you was like, yo, let's do this, man. Because you show support off the rip. So it's like, when you showing support, you got something going on. I'm here to show support. You know, we talking about some good stuff here. So definitely love it. I appreciate it.
Love is love, man. This is What's the 9 to 5 podcast, and just vibe with me, man. Just vibe with it and watch it grow. All right.